Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to discuss about element 8 function in Spark SQL. So why generally we use element 8 function in Spark SQL? So it returns the element of array at a given index. If index is 0, the Spark will throw an error. If index is less than 1, accessing the element from the last to the first. The function returns null if the index exceeded the length of the array, and it will throw an array out of bound exception for invalid indices. So let's understand this. Okay, so suppose you have a column. In that particular column, the data is in the form of a array, and if you want to fetch the value from that array from a particular position, so with the help of a element 8 function, we can able to achieve it. So this is the array which is be a parameter of element 8, and this is the index from which index we want to fetch the value from that array. But if you provide 0 as the index value, Spark will throw an error. If you provide positive value, then it will going to fetch the result from left to right, whatever the position it will going to figure it out. But if you are going to give index less than 0, that is -1, then it will fetch the value from the right. So whatever the value from the right, the indexes will fall into, it will fetch the value from the right of the array. And if we provide the index which is the greater than the size of the array, Spark will going to throw array out of bound exception. So in this exercise, what I am going to do, I am creating this table. These are the attributes of the table. When this table gets created, with the help of an insert statement, I will going to insert some records in it. When the data get inserted, then I will going to write this query. This query will going, and in this query we will going to see how element 8 function works in Spark SQL. So here I am just creating a city. City is nothing but a temporary table. In this city, what I am just saying, I am just using this collect set function from EP salary and providing the alias. So what collect set function will going to do, it will take all the values from the AP salary and it will create a list, and it will not maintain the duplicacy. Once this CT gets created, now then we are using this element 8 function and we are providing this column. This column we have created here, this nothing but it has a records in the form of array, and we are fetching the value which sits at the second position of this array. And from this table is nothing but the city, which is a form of a temporary table which we have created here. So let's do this exercise over Databricks. Let me create a notebook. Name this notebook as element 8. So to create a table, we need a script, and to insert some records in that table, we also need some insert scripts. So I have already created it. So this is the script to create the table. Let me copy here and let me paste in this command cell and run it. The table is being created. Okay, the table has been successfully created. Now let's insert some records in it. So I have already created some insert statement. Let me copy from here and let me paste here. Then run this command cell. Spark will going to execute these insert statements one by one. It is there are 15 insert statement here, so it will going to take some time. Let's wait till each and every insert statement executes successfully. Still data is getting inserted. Okay, all the insert statements have been executed successfully. Let's see the data in this table. So we can validate that these are the same data which we have inserted with the help of this insert statement. Now let's use the element it function. So here we can see there are no column which has array data. So first we need to create a column which has the array data. So let me create a city. How we generally create the city? With the help of a with clause, with, and just name the city. Let me name it the city AP as, and we are selecting it, select star from this city. And here let me create a array type column with the help of a collect function. Here we need to pass a column. So here we are just saying AP salary. So what it will going to do, it will going to take the data from the AP salary and create a column which has the data in the form of array. So here we are using collect set, so duplicacy will not going to maintain. Let me give as a alias AP salary set. Let me just format it, it will be more visible. Now let's run it. Okay, what it is saying? What the mistake I have made? Okay, so here no, we should not give this, we should not select all the columns. If you want to select all the columns, then we need to provide a group by clause. So if I provide the group by clause, then this exercise will going to take more time. So let me create only one column, and that column has a array type, and that array type column, the value will going to come from AP salary with the help of a collect set function. So let me run it. We can see this is the array type column and it has three values. We can see this AP salary has a 15 records, but since we are using collect set function to create an array from this AP salary column, and collect set function will not going to maintain the duplicacy. That's why there are 3 unique records which present in the AP salary. That's why it is populating here. Now let's use this elemented function. So you whatever the element which is present at the second position, we want to fetch that data from this array. So how we can able to do it? Let's do element 8. Element 8, which column we want to fetch the element? So this is the array type column, AP salary, and we want to fetch the data which is present at the second position. And let's give a alias as element 8 array element 8. Let me run it. So what is the data which is present at the second position? So let me just let me select this also. Let me format it. The query will be more visible. Okay. Now let's run it. So second position is 5,000. First and second. That's why it's giving 5,000. Let me give -1 or -2. Whatever the value at the -2, it will take from backwards, from right. First is this one, second is this one. So let me give here -1. It will fetch the last record. So this is the last record. If you providing -1, it will fetch from the right to left. So this is the first record from the right. That's why it is fetching 10,000. So suppose we are giving 3. Let's see what the data it would be. So this is the 1,000. So this is here. This is the first record. But since we are using -3, so data will be, it will going to calculate from right to left. So this is the first position, this is the second position, and this is the third position. Let's see if you want to fetch the data which is present at the 10th position. But here there are 3 records are there, and we are fetching the data which is present at the 10th position. It will going to give you array out of bound exception. Let me run it. We can say okay, it is fetching, it is giving as a null. It should give array out of bound exception, but it is giving null. Okay, maybe this is the functionality that if you are going to fetch the array which is not in value from a particular indexes which is not present in the array, but still it is giving null. Let me first fetch the first position. So here we have seen whenever there is a requirement to fetch the value from an array from a particular indexes, with the help of an elemented function, we can able to fetch the value from an array on a which is present on a specific indexes. Let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.